The rise of AI.
Is it rise still or sabagay every week may nagbabago eh.
Correct. Tsaka iba talaga siya. Hindi ka ba natatakot na posible na tayong may mga AI na podcast ha? Sa totoo, hindi mo pa nakikita?
Hindi ba tayo AI?
Kung alam kong AI pero hindi
no,
pa.
but that is so content na AI people that talk to the screens on TikTok, Instagram, daming AI.
And not just that, nakakatakot yung mga AI podcast na nakikita ko kasi mukha talaga silang tao.
And how fast it is changing everything. Imagine like every single week there's an update. May mga you can even make a whole commercial if you want using AI. Ang bilis ng growth ng AI.
Okay, sige. Since usapang AI to,
Sorry,
ikaw.
are you subscribed to any of the pro versions or you stick to the regular ones?
Meron akong ChatGPT Pro for work because I use it for research. So kunwari meron ako mga articles or mga batas na kailangang aralin. Dito ko siya hinahanap. Mas madali compared to Google before.
Kaya ka nag-pro. How much you pay?
Yes, kailangan. 1,200 per month?
A month, yeah.
Oo. Ikaw, what do you use?
I use ChatGPT for general knowledge.
Okay. Pero you're hindi paid.
Not paid on ChatGPT. I use Claude for business.
Hindi ko alam yung Claude.
Paid.
Tell me about it. Kasi parang lahat kami halos alam na yung ChatGPT. Ano si Claude?
Claude is more business centric.
Okay.
So, dun ko pinapagawa yung mga Excel sheets, mga marketing analysis, ganon. And it will do it for you. Kaya dun ako nag-pro.
Gumagawa siya ng marketing analysis?
Yeah. In less than 5 minutes. Let's say, kunyari, I'm planning to launch a new tablet or a new phone. Can you do market research on the current situation of all the phones in the Philippines? 3 minutes. Sabihin niya sa'yo lahat ng mga competitors mo. Tapos, can you suggest an angle that I can take so that I have something unique about my tablet?
Diba nakakatakot sa AI? Ano pang hindi niya kayang gawin?
Yun. So, business-wise, it can even create, let's say, your content plan. Let's say, come up with a 30-day content plan for me. I'm planning to be a newscaster, ganyan. Gagawin niya sa'yo. Naka-calendar pa.
Aray.
And for health also.
Oh, yes. I use ChatGPT sometimes
Create
pag tinatamad ako mag-workout na ano ba, dapat ba ako tumakbo, mag-bike, or mag-swim today, or mag-run?
Or push day ba dapat?
Or strength training ba tayo today?
Easy day ba tayo today?
At grabe siya ha. Kasi kung kilala ka na niya at nilalagay mo dito, niloload mo dito yung workout mo, alam niya kung anong gagawin mo.
To the point na I'm not sure which brands, there are a few brands of watches that are out in the market. You can even upload your watch data, kung ano man yung workout mo. Upload mo kay ChatGPT para ma-analyze niya kung dapat mag-rest ka ba dapat o push mo pa sarili mo.
Okay, last time, December, nagtanong ako kay ChatGPT kung dapat ako sumali sa half marathon.
Okay.
Tapos sinabi ko lang yung kung gaano katagal ako tumakbo. I mean, kung gaano katagal yung preparations.
Okay.
Sinagot niya ako. Binigyan niya ako ng training plan.
I know people who do that.
Ganun siya kalala.
Yun yung nagiging nila, parang training coach nila. And then, of course, nandun yung per week upload na nila. Okay, this is what I did today. Nare-remember yung ChatGPT yung mga sinasabi mo, especially pag naka-pro ka. So, yung mga workouts na nagawa mo in the past month, nandun na rin sa brain niya.
Pero alam mo ba, pati sa love life, pwede na gamitin sa AI.
Yan ang topic natin today.
Sige, speaking of AI, ano yung huling tinanong mo kay AI today? Kasi parang halos araw ginagamit natin yung AI eh. Ako sa akin,
hindi na nga Google eh. Mas may AI ka na kasi AI.
Mas mabilis eh. Tsaka parang mas maganda yung binibigay niya sa akin information.
Okay. So
what did you search today?
I had to give a talk on effective digital habits.
Okay.
No? So, doon yun ang last ko sinerch.
Sa akin tungkol sa Bahay Pag-asa, may kinalaman dun sa Tacloban shooting.
Okay.
So, naghingi lang ako ng information on Bahay Pag-asa. But anyway, lahat tayo ginagamit natin AI for work.
Whichever engine you use. Marami na eh.
There are a Cosmopolitan article na sinasabi na si AI daw ay may impact na rin sa dating ng mga tao ngayon.
Which I think so.
Paano? I mean, sa paanong paraan? Di ba nakakatakot yun?
I remember me and Esa, may isa kaming argument na yun naging ending namin. Parang, teka nga, tanong natin si ChatGPT.
May topic kayo about love?
Meron kami nag-uusapan ng argument about us. I forgot exactly what the argument was. Tapos si ChatGPT.
You're arguing about something?
Kung tama, basta kung sino tama sa amin dalawa.
Sino tama? Si Esa.
Siya.
Si Esa.
Siya, ChatGPT. Tapos parang it gave the different scenarios kung bakit ganito. So yes, it is effective.
Hindi ba nakakatakot yun, Papi? Na ngayon, humihingi na tayo ng advice kay AI. Hindi lang work advice, pati relationship advice. And dating advice for other people.
I can't say yes, I can't say no. Because it's good that we have information. How accurate the information is. Well, they say it's super accurate eh. Sinasabi na sobrang accurate. So, behavioral na rin to. Mas natatakot siguro kung i-replace natin ang human beings with ChatGPT. Kasi may mga kilala na ako.
May mga ganon.
Yan na yung gusto
ito
na
ang friend
kausap.
nila.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Pag wala silang makausap na friend, pag may problema sila, si ChatGPT ang kasama.
Or
And
just to throw around ideas.
Meron ako mga nababasa na Twitter and Threads, Facebook post about this, na grabe, talaga ba? Umabot na tayo sa point na kinakausap natin si AI? Ayaw na natin ng conversation sa tao?
That's what's scary.
Exactly.
Na ayaw kita kausapin, I'd rather talk to AI rather than you.
Hindi ba nakakatakot? It's so alarming for me.
It is alarming kasi there is, I think with that, nagkakaroon din ng, as humans, we are social beings eh. We're supposed to have connections with each other, which is, or could be slowly taken away by this new technology.
But anong pakiramdam mo? Like, ano yung for you, hindi na dapat natin ginagawa sa AI? Or hindi natin tinatanong?
Wala pa akong sagot dyan because ano rin ako, I even said na,
kasi I am anti-people who talk to AI for relationship advice.
Talaga? Like what? Give me an example of...
So, kunwari kung single ka, tapos tinanong mo si AI.
Ba't single pa ako?
Yung mga ganyan, yung umaabot na sa ganong, pwede...
Check ko nga. Okay, I go to ChatGPT. Is it better to be single? Ito tanong ka.
Sige nga, tingnan natin kung ano siya.
Is it better to be single or in a relationship in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Oh, yung simple question.
Baka bigyan ka niya ng mga statistics at kung ano-anong data.
Yun nga eh.
Oo.
Tingnan natin. Sige, mag-ano ka muna dyan.
Kasi nag-start po itong conversation na to doon sa Cosmopolitan article na nakita ko kung saan may report mula sa Match Group. Ito po yung company na may-ari ng ilan sa mga favorite na dating apps na mga viewers and listeners natin like Tinder, Hinge, hindi ko nga alam yung Hinge, o OkCupid, na hindi daw ganun ka-excited ang young singles sa idea na ang chatbots or itong mga AI na to, ang humuhubog at nakikialam sa love life nila. So kumbaga, ayaw pa rin naman nila kahit papano. From April 2026 hanggang May 2026, may survey na ginawa yung Match Group. 1,000 singles ang edad 18 to 39 sa US para tignan yung pananaw nila sa paggamit ng AI sa dating.
Okay.
At ang result, 75% ng mga single gumagamit ng AI every day.
I'm not gonna lie, if I were single...
Hindi lang sa practical things, papi, or pag-solve ng problem or work life, nakikita pati sa purpose ng dating.
Yun nga tinanong ko sa'yo kanina when we were discussing if we're gonna have this topic. Sabi ko, ibig sabihin, pwede mo na rin tanong kay AI kung crush ka ng crush mo.
But you know what's surprising? Maraming gumagamit na single, 75%. Sa US to. But what's surprising is 47% nagsasabi na kung tayo, magka-date tayo, nalaman kung kinakausap mo si AI for dating, nega ka sa akin. Hindi ko bet. Ayaw nila. Kumbaga turn off sa kanila yon.
Kasi pinapabasa mo kay AI yung ano.
Yes, ang tutol dito, Gen Z women na ang edad 18 to 24 years old.
Reason being?
Parang sinasabi lang nila dito para sa kanila, red flag to, deal breaker to, kasi dapat hindi ginagawang companion si AI. Ayaw ng mga Gen Z single women sa mga lalaki na gumagamit ng AI para magkaroon ng idea on dates or whatever or about love.
Okay. Can I give an example?
Okay.
For example, I'm single. And I am also pretty much lost in the dating game. And I have a date tonight. Bawal ba magtanong kay ChatGPT?
Siguro kung magtatanong.
Where can I bring my date for the first time? We're going out tonight. Where's a good place to bring? I think that's okay.
Pero huwag mo na lang sabihin siguro kung Gen Z ang kadate mo.
Probably di mo sabihin sa kanya.
Oo, di ba? Right, exactly.
But I probably asked ChatGPT how to create a good impression when I don't think...
Alam mo, if ever I'm single ako, baka itanong ko
exactly. Kaya kasi I don't think...
Anong magandang impression pwede kong gawin para, di ba?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would probably do that.
That is why it is so scary. Kasi umabot na tayo sa point na yun.
Kasi for me, it makes it so much more convenient. Kesa mag-isip pa ako ng, okay, saan kaya masarap kumain? Diba, ito lang naman gusto ko. Steady scenario. Ayoko muna paalam sa kanya na super like ko siya. Gusto ko lang parang getting to know where should I bring this person? Because these are the things, I get it eh. These are the things you normally ask your friend. Diba? Girl.
Ay, di naman lahat. Pwede
saan
ka.
ba okay dalhin? Diba? Parang ayoko naman masyadong serious pa kasi.
So, tinatamad ka na magtanong sa friends. Si ChatGPT na lang.
Well, yun na nga. That's for lack of better words, yun na nga yung nangyayari.
Pero kasi iniisip ko, Papi, I cannot say it's wrong kasi ngayon nga binabalikan ko dati nung bago ako magtrabaho, nag-YouTube video pa ako eh. Ano yung madalas tinatanong sa first job interview?
Okay.
In a way,
Because
parang AI din yun.
Yeah,
exactly. So nanood ako ng mga YouTube videos nun kung ano madalas yung mga tinatanong sa first job interview. It's the same thing with AI now and ChatGPT.
Correct.
Ang pinagkaiba lang, mas mabilis silang sumagot. Pero may hangganan ba dapat yung paggamit natin sa kanila? Hanggang saan lang?
Okay. To answer your question, for me, on a personal standpoint, if it's for knowledge, go. I think what's scary is if you start replacing your personal relationships with ChatGPT, then I would be alarmed.
Ginawang friend.
Talagang yun na yung friend mo, yun na yung confidant mo, tawag dito. But also, wait, let me stop myself there. Kasi, what if nakakatulong din siya sa mental health mo?
And there are people na talagang walang makausap.
Kaya nga, let me stop myself.
At nare-relieve daw sila.
Yes.
Kay AI.
Diba, what if yun nga, wala kang busy mga friends mo, ganyan. Tapos, there is this machine, for lack of a better term, yung tawagin natin sa kanya, machine na papakinggan ka, kakausapin ka, will tell you na, okay, maybe this guy doesn't like you too much because ganyan.
No pa rin for me. Kasi parang sa utak ko nakaset, si AI pang work or for task.
Shit, parang Black Mirror. No?
Exactly.
Netflix, diba?
Oo, totoo. Ayan, tingnan mo, kinikilabutan ako, parang tumataas yung balahibo ko. Ako, nega pa rin for me ha. Never ko pa naman inask kung mali ba itong ginawa ko sa asawa ko or ano bang dapat gawin namin ng asawa. Wala pa namang ganun. Kasi parang, ayun ako. Sinisearch ni Papi. Kasi for me guys, AI for task and for work, for feelings and personal relationship, dapat sa totoong tao pa rin tayo.
Ito, alam mo, tinype ko.
Anong tinanong mo?
Should my wife shout at me? The answer. In general, no. In a healthy relationship, your wife should not be shouting at you as a normal way of communicating. Okay. Pero ito.
May pero.
No, which is, I think helpful. If she raises her voice once because she's overwhelmed, scared, or in the middle of a heated argument, that can happen in many relationships. The important part is whether you both calm down and apologize. So I think it's still helpful.
Magaling pa siya mag-advise sa totoong tao.
For such a simple question.
Trip, magaling pa mag-advise sa atin.
Exactly. Kaya sabi ko, I wouldn't
But that is a sad life pag nagre-result ka na sa AI.
Yes. That's why I said na siguro, doon ako medyo mababado na parang pag diniscard mo na yung ibang friends mo or yung actual relationships mo because yan na yung only source of mo.
Doon ka na nagre-resort lagi.
Correct.
So ngayon, ang tanong, hanggang saan lang dapat natin siya gamitin? If it's for work, go, push. Pero may mga nagsasabi din na nakakapurol ng utak ang AI. Alam mo ba yung anak ko, nag-start na yung klase. Siya nag-introduce sa akin ng ChatGPT, tas ngayon, dinelete daw niya sa phone niya.
Are you serious? Why?
Oo, parang sinasabi daw niya, gusto niyang gamitin brain niya muna lahat. And books lang, research lang, ayaw niya muna mag-AI kasi parang dumadali daw yung buhay. So gusto niya mahirapan, kaya dinelete niya muna yung app.
That could be a challenge for people down the road or the youth if there's total or so much reliance on AI because, aminin natin, it's like a calculator. Why do you get a calculator?
Para madali buhay mo.
Diba?
So, agad ang problem.
Sa brain mo. Itong device na to, calculate na. And now we have a whole machine or, a whole quote-unquote AI person who is not just solving your math problems, is solving a lot of things for you. In effect, yung brain mo, syempre, medyo hindi mo nagagamitin to its maximum capacity.
Exactly.
Because
and that's a bad thing.
Also your emotions.
Yeah.
Could be. If you are the type that, consults ChatGPT or an AI for your feelings. Baka na mabawasan yung emotional intelligence mo.
But at the same time, hindi lahat ng tao may pambayad sa doktor. Halimbawa, psychologist.
Very good point.
So, kung wala kang pambayad, dito ka kukuha sa AI ng ideas kung anong gagawin mo if you're going through something.
Yes.
Lalo kung nagtitipid ka, dito na lang, babasahin mo na lang ba? It might be helpful, but also harmful kasi hindi tayo sure kung lahat ba ng mababasa mo kung advice na based on your emotion or personal problems yung hinihingi mo, tama ba to?
But so is the
Applicable
internet.
ba to sa akin?
But so is the internet eh. Ganon din tayo. When the internet blew up, if you remember, ganon din naman. Everybody would tell you or warn you, don't believe everything you see on
online.
the internet.
Yeah.
Diba?
Oo.
But now it's just Internet Pro Max. Diba? We're already in like times 10, 20 the magnitude of the internet. We're already in AI.
Yeah.
And just the root of the words, artificial intelligence.
I know. It scares me.
That means, ito na yung brain.
Oo.
It's an artificial brain.
Oo.
That's what it is essentially.
I remember nga, nagbabasa ako ng mga article during the launch ni ChatGPT. Alam mo, hindi pa siya ganito kabilis. Sobrang bagal pa, sobrang daming mali pa. Parang 4 years ago lang yata yun. But now, if you have ChatGPT, sa mga gumagamit ng ChatGPT, may binibigay pa ba siyang maling information sa inyo?
And I don't think may yung trust, wala ka nang trust issue masyado dyan eh. Malamang kung ano sinabi niya,
ako
legit.
meron pa rin.
Seryoso?
Meron pa rin akong trust issues.
Like what was the last thing?
Meron kasing mga research na hindi pa rin tama.
Okay.
Na nabibigay sa akin. So meron pa rin. May mga 10% pa akong trust issues kay ChatGPT. So lagi akong double check. So yun na nga, again, babalik ako dun sa tanong na, dapat ba alam natin yung hangganan natin sa paggamit kay AI?
Okay. Let me go back to what I was saying.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence, artificial brain, so to speak. I think it becomes scary for me if it becomes artificial emotions.
Kung may artificial intelligence, may artificial
diba,
emotions
intelligence,
din.
your intellectual skills or level also goes hand in hand with your emotional level. Diba?
Alam mo,
so ngayon, dun ako mas matatakot siguro if you use artificial intelligence and artificial brain to activate your real emotions.
Pero sabay yun, Papi, if you're using ChatGPT for everything, kung sinasabi nila nakakapurol ng utak ang AI, bababa na yung IQ mo, tas ginagamit mo pa siya on a personal level, bababa din yung EQ mo.
Correct.
Sabay.
Correct. And that's where the scary part is. That's what I'm saying. Na eventually, are we gonna lose connections with each other as human beings?
Ngayon ba, hindi pa? Most of us are always on our phones.
Diba? Ba't pa kita kakausapin? Kaya ChatGPT
pansinin
na lang
nyo,
ako.
Pag nasa labas kayo, may mga kumakain. Tignan nyo lahat ng table kung ilan dyan ang totoong nag-uusap-usap at ilan ang mga nasa phone nila.
That's the sad part and the scary part. The actual human connections are starting to admittedly fade away.
Wala talaga.
I actually was also reading this article just a few days back saying na yun na nga eh. And some people are starting to be aware of it. Now we're getting too hooked on our phones just because there's so much information there. Not just information, you can actually talk to your phone already through AI. Pero people are going back to living in the moment, especially for millennials.
Okay.
Living in the moment, leaving their phones aside and rebuilding connections, which I think could be brought about by a fear of what could happen. Kaya ngayon pa lang, medyo aware na tayo na, teka lang, hindi ko gusto ang mangyayari. Alam natin kung ano yung magiging ending na to
sa atin.
Sa atin. We know how this is gonna end. So as early as now, let me already cut some things that should not be, should not
Pero
be happening.
dapat aware ka.
But
dapat aware yung tao na gumagamit ng AI na parang sobra na ako dito. So kung ikaw nakikinig or nanonood, isang part ka sumusobra sa parang pagbaling kay AI sa lahat ng bagay. Ikaw, alam mo ba?
Ako kasi, I really, mas work related.
Yeah.
So I haven't gotten to the point where
yung emotions talaga.
Nag-cross
True.
over ako. So, actually, it's the first time I asked it about mga relationships. So, but yes, I just thought about it na it could very well be the next thing. Artificial intelligence next is an artificial
ano na susunod?
heart.
Yeah.
Diba? Or kausapin mo ako para like all these mga OnlyFans, mga chat groups. Kaya naman sobrang sikat yan before. If you remember, it's just because hindi mo nakikita yung kausap mo.
Okay.
Duman tayo sa era na yan, di ba? Pero gusto na natin may kausap. Makes us feel good.
Tell me more about it. Kasi hindi ko pa rin alam kung ano yung OnlyFans. Naririnig ko lang siya.
OnlyFans, ito naman medyo parang sabi nila. No?
Sabi nila. Kunwari. Kunwari di mo alam, narinig mo lang.
Narinig ko lang. Ito yung pwede ka lumande with someone without seeing them. Pag may OnlyFans account ka.
May bayad yun.
Hindi. Tapos ito na, may leveling.
Okay.
Pag gusto mo nag-send siya ng photos sa'yo, may bayad yun. Pag videos,
May bayad
mas
din.
mahal ang bayad.
So, parang app siya, mag-chat kayo doon, pwede mo nang hindi kayo nagkikita. Hindi nyo kilala yung isa't isa.
Yes, parang chat lang
Tapos
siya.
pwedeng lumevel up.
Nakikita na kayo.
Nakikita na kayo, video call.
Chat, yes, ganon.
Ang nagpapabayad, yung babae.
Yes. And there's a creator, I think one of the ladies na creator made $30 million in 1 year from being OnlyFans.
Nagpapakita ng mga parts ng katawan?
Yes.
Aminado siya?
May lande.
So, aminado tong girl na to na kumita ng ganyang kalaki na nagpapakita siya?
Yes. And meron
so,
din.
So, porn, yung OnlyFans?
Oo. May umabot sa porn level.
Okay.
And meron din OnlyFans manager. Like, I know a cousin of a friend na may 30 accounts siyang hawak. Lahat AI. So, kala mo lang.
Wait, sa OnlyFans? Wait. Sa OnlyFans, pwede ka mag-create na ngayon ng AI na akala nila tao yung kausap.
Yes.
May ganun na ngayon doon.
So, may isang tao lang na 30 ang minamanage niyang kausap niya. Pero isang tao lang. And that person is not even a girl. Pero inisip ng mga guys na kausap nila, babae yung kausap nila. Ang wild. Okay. But why are guys falling for it? Why are people falling for it? Because they just want that connection. Gusto nila may kalandian. Wala naman silang pakialam kung ano yung tsura, kung totoong tao.
So, ano ba? Ngayon ba, pigilan na natin yung rise ng AI? Pabana ba natin yan dito sa Pilipinas?
The thing is, it's not, hindi natin siya mapipigil.
Yeah, kasi sa halos lahat ng kumpanya, ginagamit yan. I know people na sa company nila, yung sila pa nagbabayad, gamitin yung Claude na yan, doon ko siya yung unang narinig. Pinapagamit, nire-require sila gumamit ng AI for task para mas mabilis yung trabaho.
Yes. Also, which could lead to loss of jobs.
Exactly.
Kasi let's say, mga entry level, mga let's say, staff level, super basic, is slowly being replaced by AI. Parking ticket.
Call center industry also.
Diba? Tanong lang naman, okay, how can I apply for a new credit card? Pwede mo na i-type, yun na. Tapos sasagutin sa'yo ng AI. So it's really is it a threat to humanity?
It is.
It is.
It is.
It's just a matter of now how we will deal with it.
It is a threat to humanity. Hindi lang natin alam kung kailan yung sagad nating ma-experience yung threat ni AI. Kasi ngayon may mga nawalan na ng trabaho. And also the environmental impact ni AI. Right?
The emotional and environmental impact. The thing is, it's happening very fast. ChatGPT in the past 2 months has skyrocketed, not just in terms of, market share, but also in terms of its ability to understand the human brain.
I know.
Kung mga yung mga workout na pinapagawa mo, na-mention
when
yung workouts.
I downloaded it, nasa 2 point something pa lang si ChatGPT. Tapos kanina pag-check ko, may bago na namang update. Like nasa 5.5 na siya.
It's understanding you better. Every workout you put in, every thing you put in, it's personalizing it to you. Kung mga yung re-result ng ChatGPT sa'yo, when you ask something, would be different kung ano yung re-result niya sa akin. Nasagot. Kasi inaaral ka na niya.
Kilala ka niya. Oo. At nakakatakot yun.
Well,
baka mas kilala pa ako ni ChatGPT kaysa sa asawa ko.
When it gets to that, yun na yun.
Baka alam niya yung favorite color ko pero hindi alam ng asawa ko yung favorite color ko.
So, a lot of things to be careful about. To think about. Diba? We're definitely not saying it's a bad thing because we use it as well.
Yeah.
And it's very helpful.
With caution.
Yes, but let's just keep in mind that at the end of the day, we're still human beings.
Yeah.
And if it's getting to the point, malalaman mo naman yun na you're already being disconnected from your friends, your family, then I think it's you hit the pause button and reconnect with yourself.
I think this conversation started with using AI sa dating. And again, hindi man ako super pro AI, but I'm using it for work and for task. But uulitin ko yung sinabi ko kanina, if you're using it about your feelings, about personal connection, baka dapat mag-isip-isip ka na.
Kasi if you ask me, if I was single, if I'm gonna use it when I date, I probably would.
Yun na nga exactly.
Kasi why will you leave me with hanging questions na, type ba ako nito? Diba? When I can
parang
enter...
kwento mo sa kanya, no? Yung ginagawa sa'yo ng kadate mo. Seryosohin ba ako nito? 6 months na kami together, pero blah.
Pero kung mag-reply, once in 3 hours lang siya mag-reply. Siyempre, and I can tell this to AI with all confidentiality.
If you do that to AI, most of your decisions will be based always on AI. Ganun na lagi. Hindi mo nahahayaan yung sarili mo mag-decide. Lagi, gagawin mo ng doktor si AI sa lahat ng problema mo, siya na tatanungin mo.
And that's the scary part.
Kaya nga.
And then we get to the point where we turn off our brains because we let AI do the thinking. But
not just our brains, our emotions
yun nga,
also.
when it gets to you turning off your heart because you let it do also your emotional, when it lets you let it dictate how you should feel, then there's a problem there.
So, pasagutin natin yung mga nakikinig sa atin. Kayo, hanggang saan nyo lang ginagamit si AI? Hanggang saan lang dapat si AI sa buhay natin? Comment
also dito sa Spotify or YouTube. We want to know your thoughts. We might do a backup episode once we hear your thoughts about it. Kasi we're stepping into this world that once again is so broad na hindi natin alam ano yung ending, but we want to hear what you have to say. So comment down below. Thank you to everybody who's been following us on YouTube, on Spotify, and sa mga nag-message sa amin sa Lecheng Pag-ibig to pages.
Thank you,
maraming salamat. Once again, my name is Sam YG.
And this is Chacha.
Be safe, be good, use your brain and your heart wisely.
Bye, di kami AI.